There are 100 promises that I owe you. Questions you asked, answers I never knew. I remember those fights with only me to blame. How many licks does it take to calcify shame? You called to say slushies taste best at 1 a.m., but I hung up the phone, couldn't deal with you then. You asked me to get flour, couldn't believe I forgot. You cut 3 dozen strawberries, most left to rot. My knuckles still smart from hitting your ex in the eye, when he'd yanked up your skirt to show the scars on your thigh. I loved you when you told him to jump off a cliff. I loved when you put your hand out for dogs to sniff. I just had some stupid rule about not saying it first. Now I'll never hear it at all, and that's 100 times worse. I loved you in the dark, and I loved you in strips of light. I loved you so much I took the boat out one night. I dragged it to launch, water drowning my shoes. Too dark to see, but what did I have to lose? The pond was empty, so perhaps the season was done. But there it was glinting, the very last one. When I leaned, the boat shuddered and fear dripped into my heart. I was shaking so hard, I lost a few parts. The lily pad soaked my lap, and I traced its ribs like a hand. Do you remember that day that we sat in the sand? You asked how far the roots went. I said as deep as the pond. You sighed into my mouth, to infinity and beyond. My hands went numb from tugging, and without you it felt wrong. As it turns out, the answer was pretty damn long. I'd kill and I'd die to hear I told you so, 'cause I haven't stopped pulling, the roots have more to grow. I envied those roots, 'cause your life was cut quick. Salt stained my face, water dripped from my lips. I love you like slushies so sweet my teeth ache. I love you like muffins that I'm learning to bake. I love you messy and I love you tired and proud. I just wish I had told you all of this out loud. I never told you that I loved you and I never heard it back. When the boat landed ashore, it groaned like old joints crack. That night I made an anchor to infinity and beyond, knotting the roots round my waist, connecting me to that pond. I walked away with cold hands, told grief to put its feet up and stay, and those roots still unfurl my shadow to this day. I made one last promise when I planned not to break, to no longer give so much less than I take. I promise you this, else the roots pull in a snare, to have I love you come easy now, as breathing warm air.